Alright, so we know that M is the midpoint of AB. We know where A is. We know where B is. We don't know the Y value of our midpoint though. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and see what this would kind of look like. A is 110, so over 1 up 10. B is 814, so over 8 up 14. M is going to be on the segment in between them. Over 4.5 up some amount. We don't know exactly what yet. We need to use the midpoint formula. Now you'll see the midpoint formula show up in different formats, but the basic idea is that each coordinate of the midpoint is the average of those coordinates on the endpoints. So basically halfway between 1 and 8 is going to be the x coordinate of the midpoint. And so how do you find halfway between? You add them together and divide by 2. 1 plus 8 divided by 2 is 4.5. So the way we're going to find y is we're going to do 10 plus 14 and divide by 2. So this is your x1, your y1. The little subscript just means the x coordinate of the first point, the y coordinate of the first point, the x coordinate of the second point, the y coordinate of the second point, the x coordinate of the midpoint, the y coordinate of the midpoint. So if you look at these formulas, xm, or the x coordinate of the midpoint, should be x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So that's 1 plus 8 divided by 2. 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. So that one's right. So to find this guy, we're just going to do the same kind of thing. Add the two y coordinates of the endpoints. So 10 plus 14 and divide by 2. So 10 plus 14 is 24. Divide that by 2 and you get 12. So y is 12. So the basic idea, the coordinate of the midpoint is the average of the coordinates of the endpoints. So sometimes we are given one endpoint and the midpoint, and we need to find the other endpoint, or maybe just one coordinate of the other endpoint. Still got to use same midpoint formula. Here we're finding x2 now. So we're going to use the formula that has x2 in it. So we've got, so this is x1, y1, this is x2, and this is x of the midpoint. And so x of the midpoint is 13, so 13 equals x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So x1 is 5. x2 is the x that we don't know about. Now we just got to solve for x. We can do that by multiplying both sides by 2 to cancel this division by 2. So that gives us 26 equals 5 plus x. And we're just going to subtract 5 from each side of the equal sign. And we get x equals 21. So this here is 21 negative 13. X equals 21. Ding!